Hello, everybody. So, I was reading through the Acquiring Spiritual Knowledge document and reading through the steps, it just made me think back on a lot of times where I found that although we know so much information, we're taught and teach so many things about the gospel, what they are, what it is. There always comes a point where you kind of have to find the truth for yourself. Um, no matter what amount of information you're given or whatever information you share, a lot of it, especially with the gospel, it doesn't work unless you have a spiritual confirmation. Um, this made me think about a lot of my friends, a lot of people who are close to me who, for one reason or another, have distanced themselves from the church. Specifically, I have some who have kind of put space between them and the church because of topics like um, same sex attraction, same sex marriage, things like that. I don't talk with them a lot about it. For me, I always kept my answer very basic, very, um, wanted to be, make it look like I was caring, that I did care and love them, that, their decisions are their decisions, and I love them no matter what. Um, one of them specifically just really had a hard time with this. And that person's reasoning was, well, times have changed. It's 2021 or 2022, saying things like that, as if the church is simply supposed to accept what's being taught to us as being normal. Um, and at that same time, I think, I never, for me, I accepted the doctrine, I believe in it, I'm good, but, I just kind of wanted to know, how do you answer that? How do you stand up to these people when you have your back against the wall? In one of my classes, I think it was Foundations of the Restoration with Brother Ashcroft. There was one small section in our class, and it taught about um, this specific topic. I don't remember who it was, but I had read something along the lines of just homosexual feelings not existing in the spirit world, not existing in the life to come. And then I always thought why something like that wasn't taught more prominently. Because I never heard that in my life. I'd never seen it anywhere, but I'm telling you, it was part of the class material. It was there. I read it. I don't remember exactly who taught that. Um, and for me, that was just another testimony that, what, answers come to us if we're actively seeking those answers. They come to us when we're ready for them. Sometimes they come to us when we don't want those answers. So when I read about this section about acquiring knowledge, having faith, looking at things with an eternal perspective, I always try to remind myself that, we're capable of great things, but right now, our life is just a dot on that eternal line. We're not going to have the answers for everything. And then that's another thing I had learned in that class as well, that there's just, they did not learn everything. Even our strongest leaders struggled with some of the commandments that were given at that time, and they didn't fully understand it, but they still followed in faith. And that was during the early times of the church. Things were difficult. They were literally giving their lives to be able to establish a church, and I see where it's at today. And that's just another testimony to me that you know they didn't see all of this, they can't see all of it today, but their eternal perspective and their faith and their hard work brought the church to where it is today. So for that, I'm grateful, and that's just a reminder to me to keep praying, have faith, keep searching for answers. Sometimes the answer is yes, sometimes the answer is no. That's fine. Somehow, some way, in the end, it needs to work out. And for some reason it doesn't work out, it's all right. I mean, at least we live a good life. But I know the church is true, and I know that we're given what we're ready for.